Hey crafty friends, welcome to another process video. Actually, this is an incomplete process video because, for the last part of this video I forgot to hit the record button, so there's no process of all the fun stuff I did to this mini book. But let's get started. I chose a bunch of papers from the new Bloom collection by DLS Design, and I bought the 6x8 paper pad, and my idea here was to document one day that I spent with my favorite neighbor, her daughter-in-law, her daughter, and my son. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just cutting down the papers to 4x8, and I've chosen papers with fun patterns. I think that will make up great backgrounds for photos. So that was my initial idea there. I'm getting out my scoreboard to fold my 4x8 papers in half. Right, I forgot. My little book needs a cover as well. So I got 6 papers cut down to 4x8. And I'm going to take one out because it would just get too thick. I mean, this mini book is already pretty thick because of the paper, so it's just perfect for my project. I should not be adding any more pages to that. So for another project in the future, I probably would choose less pages, just because the thicker it gets, the harder it is to add the staples for the binding. Again, this is also a fun part that you're missing. Gosh, I'm really sad. I'm really sad that I did not record that. So, lesson learned, I will always double check if I did hit record or not. I can tell you that. So once I've scored my 4x8 paper pieces in half, I'm folding them. Just like that. And then of course I'm going to put the pages together, and I'm going to work with my base. So the final binding of the mini book does not happen until the end. So this way it's easier for adding any stamping or texts or whatever, as you will see in my final flip through, because yes, I did videotape that one. So now the fun part, to arrange the papers. Making sure I'm mixing all the colors of the papers. So, and there you go, the final little booklet. Again, binding is going to happen once everything is in place. And as you might notice here, when I close the mini book, because of the thickness all of the inside pages are looking out, if that makes sense, if you know what I'm trying to say. So you could definitely cut those off, whatever is like hanging out of the booklet, but I was just fine with it. So because of the closure I've chosen for the mini book, I decided to call it wallet mini book because it does remind me of a man's wallet, as you will see at the end of the video. So let's take a look at all the different papers here, all the different and fun patterns. Love the color scheme, absolutely love it. And in just a little bit we are going into fast forward mode and we're going to put the photos in. There you go. So I decided to go with all different kinds of sizes for my photos, just because I wanted to play around. I had some of the photos adhered down with repositionable glue, so I'm just using an eraser to get that sticky part off the paper. It does not work with photos, so I did make some boo-boos on my photos, but who cares, right? So when I started working on the photos, I first put them on an A4 canvas, but then I decided that I think for what I'm doing here, it's easier just to print them on 4x6 photo paper, because that means just easier cutting and easier playing with the sizes, because you know, that's just how I felt. So my son did a little bit of climbing, and that was fun. And of course I had to document that as well. Can I just say that I love my glue, that I love that you can, you know, if you added something crooked or something, that you can just take it off again. Well, sometimes the paper below gets lifted, but usually it works just fine. As you can see there, I even cut down some of the paper that was originally 4x4. I just love the different photos, different paper sizes. And here I got a little bit confused because I wanted to add a pocket, but I could not see the crease. Like, you know, I couldn't see how far the pocket should be, or how wide the pocket should be. So yeah, that first world problems. Yeah, couldn't see the crease. Guess I do need glasses. So I'm adding the pocket here with some red line tape, and I'm adding a little half circle punch for, you know, so that you can easier get into the pocket. I'm also using my ruler here to, you know, get the pocket into shape a little bit. Now I'm just cutting off whatever is like hanging over the pages, and then we're ready for my flip through. I told you, you missed all of the fun stuff, all of the stamping. And here's my opening closure part. I used matte sticker paper for my journaling and some embellishments for my stash. I love the alpha stamp from DLS, and I just in general love how this little mini book came together. Again, I stapled the mini book I just, you know, used a paper piercer, added the holes, and then added the staple through the holes, and then closed the staple once I was done. So I'm loving, again, the stamping. I love the matte sticker paper with my journaling on it. This was an easy, simple project. And, well, what can I say? I really hope you enjoyed this little process video, shorter than expected, with most and the fun parts missing. Nevertheless, I hope to see you next time. Until then, take care. Bye bye.